Hello and welcome to your favorite show, The Social Connection. In the next half an hour, we'll be getting you news from Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, Instagram, and all the other social media platforms. WhatsApp has finally started its video calling, and Twitter is dealing with trolls with a click. My name is Venkatraman, and with me is Shreya. Hi Shreya.
Hi Venkat, and welcome everybody. Yes, in fact, it was long due that Twitter takes a step to curb online abuse. In the show today, we'll also be talking about a very serious concern that has emerged out of the US presidential polls, which is social media influencing election results. And of course, we'll also see the top trends that you talked about this week. But before we head to that, let's take a look at the top stories.
WhatsApp video calling begins, and it is free.
In a step forward, Google launches website on artificial intelligence experiments.
Twitter lets you deal with trolls one click at a time.
It was long awaited, and now that it is finally here, we can't help but thank WhatsApp. Well, if you still don't know about it, here's the update. Now you can video call from WhatsApp, and yes, like all its other features, this one is free too.
WhatsApp, the world's most popular instant messaging app, launched a video calling feature this week in India. The feature would be rolled out to WhatsApp's more than 1 billion users across the world. People would be able to make video calls from 3 platforms: Android, iPhone and Windows. The Facebook-owned messaging service also announced that India now has 160 million monthly active users, which is more than anywhere else in the world, making it the perfect place to announce the new video calling feature. WhatsApp's head of business, Neeraj Arora, said that the video calling ability fits in perfectly with the app's aim of helping connect friends and family around the world. Like its other features, WhatsApp's video call will be free. Video calling has been a long-awaited and most requested feature from users in India, and the new service will be optimized for a country that often struggles with poor connectivity and network issues. Video calls would be fully encrypted. This means that anyone with the intent of intercepting or snooping into conversation will not be able to access any data. Since it started out in 2009, WhatsApp has come a long way as being just a place to update status messages. It added group chats in 2011 and voice calling in 2015. Facebook bought the app in 2014. This year, the company enabled end-to-end encryption, made WhatsApp available on desktop, and introduced draw and add emoji feature. And now with the introduction of video calling, WhatsApp joins big players in the field of Google, Apple and Snapchat. Even though it's a bit late, the video calling feature is a welcome step, given the proliferation of smartphones and advancement in mobile networks.
Now that the United States presidential elections are over, Facebook is making news, and it is not for the right reasons. The social media site is being accused of showing fake news stories to millions of voters, which allegedly influenced the results. Even though Mark Zuckerberg denies this, it is high time that social networks take a balanced editorial policy.
Even as Facebook CEO Mark Zuckerberg took to the social network's website to refute allegations against the site of influencing the US presidential elections, the issue is heating up with each passing day. The alleged fake news that appeared on Facebook had tilted the election for Republican Donald Trump. However, Zuckerberg said that more than 99% of what people see is authentic on the site. But such reassurances have not stopped mounting criticism against Facebook. Reports suggest that news feed and trending topic sections of Facebook had allegedly promoted false and misleading political stories, such as an article that had Pope Francis endorsing Donald Trump. It was shared by over 1 lakh users. There was also a widely shared news release which claimed that Hillary Clinton's health disqualified her from serving as president. When Facebook detects that more number of people are clicking on a story, the company's software algorithms instantaneously spread and promote it to many other users in the network, enabling articles to go viral in a short period of time. This makes it harder to catch false news before it spreads widely. To combat this, the social network joined Google this week in taking one of the most serious steps yet to crack down on originators of phony stories. It did so by cutting off a critical source of funding, online ads. The move has raised new questions about long-standing claims by companies like Facebook and Google of having little editorial control over the news that they deliver, even when it includes alleged lies or propaganda. Facebook, Google and other companies have always maintained that hiring human editors would make them vulnerable to criticisms of bias and pull them away from their core business of building software. Nearly 1.2 billion people log on to Facebook every day, and Google accounts for roughly 40% of traffic to news sites. With such numbers, it becomes the responsibility of such social sites to check what goes as serious news on it.
Well, we're slipping into a break. After the break, we tell you more about the artificial intelligence website that Google has launched. Stay tuned to The Social Connection.
It's a small world, continents apart, exploring diversity in scope and essence. Insights into chronicles. News simply telling us it's a small world. World Connect. Only on DD News.
तस्वीरें जो बयां करती हैं हकीकत, हालात जिनसे जुड़े हैं आपके जज्बात, जुनून जो बदल सकता है देश की तस्वीर, खबरें जो आपके लिए जानना है जरूरी, खबर दिन भर हर शाम 5 बजे सिर्फ डीडी न्यूज पर। सुर्खियों की भीड़ में अहम खबरें, असल मुद्दे जो डालते हैं आपकी जिंदगी पर असर, दिन भर की हर बड़ी खबर का बेबाक विश्लेषण, सच, सटीक, संपूर्ण। न्यूज नाइट सोमवार से शुक्रवार रात 8 से 10 बजे सिर्फ डीडी न्यूज पर।
बड़ी खबरें जिनसे बनती हैं दुनिया भर में सुर्खियां, अहम मुद्दे जो डालते हैं विश्व पर अपना असर, दुनिया के हर कोने से हर बड़ी खबर पर हमारी नजर। खबर दुनिया की सिर्फ डीडी न्यूज पर।
Twitter, which has been long criticized as a hotbed for online harassment, is expanding ways to curb the amount of abuse that users see and making it easier to report it. It in fact launched a new mute feature for its users to mute accounts from which they do not want to see tweets.
Twitter thrives on being one of the fastest way to see what people are talking about. But its real-time stream of news and opinion also channels abuse and hate speech, which in turn drives people off the platform altogether. To fight against abusive words in cyberbullying, Twitter Inc. launched a new mute feature for its users. This feature will allow users to mute abuse as a response to cyberbullying, racism and misogyny. The messaging company said that it is altering its mute feature, which already allowed users to silence accounts they don't want to see. Now users will be able to block specific content from appearing in their notification sections, where they are alerted about likes, comments, mentions and other incoming interactions. In a blog post, Twitter said, "We are enabling you to mute keywords, phrases and even entire conversations you don't want to see notifications about, rolling out to everyone in the coming days. This is a feature we have heard many of you ask for, and we are going to keep listening to make it better and more comprehensive over time." Twitter says in its hateful conduct policy that the company doesn't tolerate behavior that intimidates, harasses or uses fear to silence voices. You may not promote violence against or directly attack or threaten other people on the basis of race, ethnicity, national origin, sexual orientation, gender, gender identity, religious affiliation, age, disability or disease, the policy said. We also do not allow accounts whose primary purpose is inciting harm towards others on the basis of these categories.
Well, Facebook bought Instagram way back in 2012, but you almost wouldn't know how separate they are. But that's changing in a big way, at least for the corporate crowd. Facebook is launching a unified Pages Manager inbox that lets businesses see and reply to their Facebook, Messenger and Instagram interactions in one place. So it makes it easier in interaction and therefore the businesses.
Facebook is making it easier for businesses to use 3 of its most popular services by consolidating the messages they receive into a single repository. Between managing their presence across their Facebook page and their Instagram and corresponding to customers through Facebook Messenger, the workflow can be as rigorous as a workout at the gym. To fix that, the social networking company is launching a single inbox that syncs across these 3 products. Pages Manager and Instagram are effective tools to promote products, get feedback and even answer messages from potential buyers. With the upcoming update, small businesses and individuals who use Facebook pages and Instagram for communicating with customers will have an easier time using both platforms. It's a great way for business owners to keep track of their messages in both pages and Instagram and easily switch between the two. With this Pages Manager, admins will be able to view and reply to incoming direct messages in Messenger and Instagram. Users can also reply to comments in both Facebook pages and Instagram. Additionally, there would be a dedicated icon on top of the inbox where users can filter content by all platforms like Messenger, Pages Manager and Instagram. In addition to the unified inbox, the update will also allow admins to assign labels to each customer according to how often they communicate. Customer photos will also be updated according to their Facebook and Instagram profiles. In a blog post, Facebook said, "We committed to equipping businesses with the tools to have friendly, fluid conversations with people, and we want to help you save time by making that process simple and easy. We think that the updated inbox is bringing us closer to that goal." Facebook acquired Instagram in 2012 for $1 billion, but Instagram remained a standalone app that was separate from the Facebook fold. However, this new update changes the nature of Instagram and is evident that Facebook is now moving towards integration with Instagram's platform.
As part of Google's efforts towards artificial intelligence, the company will be releasing a number of AI web experiments which would be powered by its cloud services. Anyone can go and play with it. It is interesting and lets you be as creative as you want. Here's how it's going to pan out.
Google is releasing a number of artificial intelligence web experiments. These would be powered by its cloud services that anyone can go and play with. The first one is called Quick Draw. It gives you a prompt to draw an image of a written word or phrase within 20 seconds. It is both a hilarious and fascinating exercise with broader implications for how AI can self-learn in key areas like image recognition and optical character recognition. Quick Draw is a great way to familiarize yourself with how neural networks work to identify objects and text in photographs, which is one of the most common forms of AI-guided software techniques that we see daily on social media platforms like Facebook and Google Photos. As you start to carve out the doodle, Quick Draw software automation will start yelling out words and phrases which it thinks that you are trying to illustrate. As you get closer to the finished product, the voice starts to become a good indication of how your drawing could be misinterpreted as something else. But if you're on point, the network will guess correctly. The company has even launched a new website on artificial intelligence. If you're interested in checking out Quick Draw and other Google-powered AI experiments, the site lets you choose between a number of new games and exercises created by programmers and even those without the traditional AI and machine learning backgrounds. Google wants its AI experiments initiative to be a creative space for anyone to explore, and its latest effort is in that direction. Well, we'll take a break right now. Top trending topics from social media sites after this.
It's a small world, continents apart, exploring diversity in scope and essence, insights into chronicles, news simply telling us it's a small world. World Connect, only on DD News.
तस्वीरें जो बयां करती हैं हकीकत, हालात जिनसे जुड़े हैं आपके जज्बात, जुनून जो बदल सकता है देश की तस्वीर, खबरें जो आपके लिए जानना है जरूरी, खबर दिन भर हर शाम 5 बजे सिर्फ डीडी न्यूज पर। सुर्खियों की भीड़ में अहम खबरें, असल मुद्दे जो डालते हैं आपकी जिंदगी पर असर, दिन भर की हर बड़ी खबर का बेबाक विश्लेषण, सच, सटीक, संपूर्ण। न्यूज नाइट, सोमवार से शुक्रवार रात 8 से 10 बजे सिर्फ डीडी न्यूज पर।
बड़ी खबरें जिनसे बनती हैं दुनिया भर में सुर्खियां, अहम मुद्दे जो डालते हैं विश्व पर अपना असर, दुनिया के हर कोने से हर बड़ी खबर पर हमारी नजर। खबर दुनिया की सिर्फ डीडी न्यूज पर।
From demonetization and Children's Day to Barack Obama, Joe Biden memes and the supermoon, social media sites had people talking about this and much more. We bring you a quick wrap of those trends on social media sites.
Sachin Tendulkar was 16 years old when he hit Pakistan's legendary spinner Abdul Qadir for 4 sixes off in 1 over during an exhibition match in 1989, which announced the then teenage star's arrival in international cricket. The new cricket sensation from Delhi, who barely stands taller than stumps, Rudra Pratap is just 5 years old and is seen playing with under-14 Delhi side. In a video that went viral on social media, Rudra Pratap can be seen playing comfortably against his teenage opponents. He arrives in the middle after the fall of a wicket, takes guard and flicks the ball towards the fine leg. The video, posted a couple of years back on YouTube, has gone viral with people from all over the country praising this little talent. President Barack Obama pardoned his last Thanksgiving turkey on Wednesday, an annual tradition that sees the US leader spare 2 birds, the centerpiece of most holiday tables, from the carving knife. The festive occasion, rife with bad jokes and poultry photo ops, saw Obama's significantly younger nephews, Austin and Aaron Robinson, take his teenage daughter Sasha and Malia's place, who have stood by his side during previous pardons.
For the past 7 years, I've established another tradition, embarrassing my daughters with a cornucopia of dad jokes about turkeys. This year, they had a scheduling conflict. Actually, they just couldn't take my jokes anymore. They were fed up.
The light-hearted ceremony in the Rose Garden also featured Iowa-raised turkeys Datter and Tot, with the latter receiving the formal reprieve. This was followed by a Thanksgiving meal served by the President and the First Family. Thanksgiving is celebrated each year on the last Thursday of November as a day of giving thanks for the blessings of harvest and of the preceding year. The White House asked people on Twitter to vote for which turkey will receive the pardon, though both will get a reprieve. The White House even provided a biography for each bird to help voters with their decision. Ever since Prime Minister Narendra Modi announced the demonetization of old currency notes of 500 and 1000 rupee notes on November 8, 2016, the debate around the move has taken various dimensions. In keeping with his firm belief in participative governance and direct engagement with people, PM Modi reached out to people via a survey on his Namo app. The survey saw over 5 lakh people participating in just 24 hours and expressing their opinion, with 400 responses every minute. More than 90% of the people supported the government's move to tackle the black money. Prime Minister Narendra Modi thanked people on Twitter for historic participation in the survey. The Narendra Modi mobile app became a trending topic on Twitter, with people praising the government's initiative. A video of an enormous polar bear in Canada gingerly patting a chain sled dog hit the internet last week and quickly went viral, with people lauding its cuteness factor. The man who shot the video praised the bear for showing that kind of heart towards another animal. However, the harsh reality was that hours after the video of a polar bear petting a husky dog in Churchill, Canada went viral, the same bear reportedly ate a husky dog. But the problem here goes beyond one man's actions. The viral video demonstrates the dangers of the projection of human personalities on animals. We may interpret a bear lightly patting a dog as a feeling of affection for the animal, but when we insist on seeing animals this way, we do them a disservice. BCCI's announcement that Parthiv Patel will replace Ridhiman Saha as India's wicketkeeper for the 3rd test against England at Mohali left Twitter in a frenzy, with hilarious comments making its way onto the social media platform. Patel's last test appearance for India was against Sri Lanka in 2008. In fact, the left-hander hasn't played any international cricket since his T20 international outing against England in 2011. Parthiv, 31, made his test debut against England as a 17-year-old during the 2002 tour and last played against Sri Lanka at Colombo in August 2008.
You've been sending us a lot of feedback. Thank you for that. And here's a quick look at some of them.
And that's it in today's show. We look forward to more of that feedback coming in on our Gmail, Twitter and Facebook page. And if you have missed any of our episodes, catch them on DD News YouTube channel.
That's right. See you again next week, same time, of course, the same place. But before we log off, we leave you with this week's interesting search of the net. Thank you and bye-bye.
Social Connection was brought to you by HP Lubricants. Zindagi chale smooth.